What's up, Mafia? This is the Dark Loner, aka Whispered, formerly known as Fist of the North Star. And I got a request on my page, and I thought it'd be interesting to kind of talk about. I don't know if everybody knows about the herbivores, but 2075 Day asked me to do a video on kind of like the Japanese herbivores and what's going on, and kind of a comprehensive look at what they're doing. So, buddy, 2075 is for you, buddy. And all other guys that really don't know what's really going on in Japan. Essentially, I'll start from the beginning. A Japanese herbivore, kind of toward the late 80s, 90s, there became kind of dissension with men over in Japan with what their fathers did. You know, you were told you had to, you know, grow up, go to school, get a job, get married, have children, and die. Well, these genius men came up. A lot of men became disinterested in that thought process. So you have the term, I forgot who coined it, but the term herbivore means grass eater. You know, you go back to your what was it, geology days when you learned about dinosaurs. Herbivores, you know, are grass eaters. And I guess in terms of male, they're termed as docile. And there's been a lot of shamming of these guys lately, and I don't like it, and I want you guys to understand the big picture here. The herbivores, and I'm going to read some statistics to you because it's very interesting. Here, it says, according to the Japanese Association of Sex Education, by 2010, a third of Japanese women entering their 30s will be single, as were roughly 1 in 5 of those entering the 40s. This is roughly 8 times the percentage in 1960 and twice that in 2000s. So what you're noticing is Japanese men said, I don't fucking want to do what my father and my mother did. I don't want to live that life. I want to lead my own life. I want to think my own way. I want to go my own path. And I don't want to deal with the hassles of all the stresses that come with trying to raise a family, trying to have, you know, make it, trying to take care of a bunch of kids. Then your wife divorces you. They don't want to deal with it. So you're looking at percentages now, as I speak, in 2014, of upwards of 60% of Japanese men don't have any interest in sex, don't have any interest in dating, and damn well don't have any interest in marriage. Now, what that has done is Japan, they already have a declining birth rate. It's estimated by the year 2050 that a third of the Japanese population will be down a third. So the government's scared. Here's an interesting fact. In Japan, I think as of 2011 or 12 possibly, the sale of adult diapers outsold baby diapers. This is beautiful. This is why I call Japanese men, what they're doing, in my opinion, is one of the most radical things that's ever seen in human history. Think about way back to the beginning of mankind. Man was always taught he had to work, he had to slave, if you believe the Bible, from Adam and Eve. Well, you have to remember, working is a curse given to man by God. So, these men are going against thousands of years of biology to say, fuck it, we're not doing this. Bravo. I love my Japanese brothers. Love them to death. Now, what's happened, here's the effect of the herbivores. The Japanese woman now will say, well, I don't care. Now it's a stalemate. Now they don't want anything to do with each other at all. Japanese women are declining their interest in sex. This is beautiful because now you have less population. The problem with America, which I'll get to later, is there's so much overpopulation. Men have the power, and this is what I try to get through to the family, to the mafia, to the beautiful organization called the Red Pill Mafia, that we have the power to change the world. That's what they're doing. These men have scared their entire government because you cannot force a man to have sex with a woman. So you know what the government is talked about doing? Having a singles tax. Taxing men more that are single, that don't have children. Now that's fucked up. But they have all the control. See, and this is for the young, when you take the vag out of it, Men have all the power. When you chase after the vag, you give them the power. That is simply put, that's what it is. Women are mad at men for not having sex with them. Now, in an American blue pill world, blue pill guys are go, oh, this is great, more for us. But what men don't understand, and I said this, and hear me good. Pussy is the most expensive thing a man could ever pay for in his life. Think about it, folks. How much money did Michael Jordan have to give his wife for her vagina? Like upwards of $100 million? There is nothing that any of us could pay that we've paid that's more than a woman's vagina. It's impossible. Think about what an average man would spend on a woman in a year. Just on cooking, kids, cleaning, all that shit. How much do men spend on them to make women happy? You think it's equally distributed between the amount women have to spend on men to make them happy as vice versa? Hell no, it's not even close. Valentine's Day is for women. Mother's Day is for women. July 4th is for women. Why do you say that, Dark Loner? If it was up to a man, he'd probably stay home and watch the baseball game. But women want to go to the park with 900,000 kids. That's more money a man has to spend. Thanksgiving. How many guys would be happy just sitting by themselves watching Thanksgiving Day football? Don't have to spend a dime. You can give a man a hot dog and some chips. He's happy. But the woman want to spend all the money to have all the family and blah, 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 blah. Christmas. Oh, it surely ain't for the man. Shamming. So you have terms that refer to men as gay. And in America, if a man isn't interested or hunting a woman for sex, he's gay. What's wrong with him? You saw the video with the girl said the guy simply asked the question, why don't you have your clothes on? Her first thought, the synapses that fired in her brain first told her he's gay. He doesn't want to have sex with a dirty black girl. He's gay. Gotta be gay. What I'm trying to get, honestly, Mafia, and I'll tell you this deep from my heart, I had a vision years ago and me and my buddy, you heard me talk about him, Tommy Gunn, my best friend, I love this kid to death. We talked about this 10 years ago. What I'm doing now on YouTube, getting men united. God told me, I don't know, through whatever channels, I had a vision that what if all men of all races, of all colors came together under the same banner, that anybody that went against us would be eliminated. We had no time for that. Good men. I'm not talking about shitty ass blue pill, get a girl pregnant 16 times guys. I'm talking about good men. What if good men came together? We didn't hate each other. We didn't want to fight each other. How powerful would the sword that we wield? It'd be unbelievable. But back to the herbivores. So what do? Japanese herbivore men play video games. Love them. I'm a gamer. They read, they write, they go sailing, whatever they want. It just does no association with women. It's not based on what they want. Now, let me see if I can find this quick. It says herbivores, I'm going to read this quick paragraph to you. Herbivores, it appears, are less likely to marry. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe can do his best imitation of President Obama's loose money policies, pumping trillions of yen into the economy, but bigger civilization forces appear to be in play. Demographics are more intraceable than the short-term markets. The herbivorization of Japan can't be good news in a country that suffers from a plunging marriage rate, declining workforce, and fertility. Rates so low that adult diapers outsell those of babies. Here's another one. Here's important. Could the same process occur here, being America? Are young American males following the path of the herbivore pastures? There are some disturbing parallel trends. The onset of a great recession are slowed fertility. In the United States, the one large high-income country with fertility rates historically above replacement levels, down to the lowest levels in the quarter century. Despite a rise in population of 27 million Americans, there were actually fewer births in 2010 than there were 10 years earlier. It's spreading, fellas. The mafia, the MGTOW, the herbivore, it's spreading. We're gaining traction. We're a small number, but we grow. Be proud. Obi, be proud, Brother John. Be proud of who we are. My boy Rao, he loves me. I love this guy. Be proud. We're a fucking family. They can't take us out. And it's like, you ever seen an assassin come up from behind? You never see it coming. Women are going to get a rude awakening one day when all the shitty guys are in jail or dead. Then they come after us and we don't want them. What are they going to do? Nothing. Because see, that's what they don't understand. Men end up two ways in the blue pill. Deceased or in jail. That's why you have websites like Plenty of Fish, like OkCupid. That have a bunch of single mothers with 100 million kids that want us, but they can't get us. You know why? Because we don't want you anymore. It's amazing. But they're going to try to sham us, guys. They're going to say we're gay. You know, you have two guys that live in the same apartment, roommates. Long time ago, they would just be called roommates. Now they're called gay. Why are we required to just fuck every girl we see? There's a high price to that lifestyle. They don't tell you. Brad Pitt said it in Fight Club. I'll repeat it if you guys have heard me say it before. We're a generation of men raised by a woman. I'm not sure a woman's the answer you really need. That's it. Ask yourself. We don't limit ourselves to an ass and vagina. We're bigger than that. The Red Pill Mafia stands for more than that. I'll tell you another quote. One of my favorite quotes, and you heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. Robert De Niro, I love him to death. In the movie Heat, you want to be making moves on the streets. Have no attachments. Allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you don't spot the heat around the corner. That's what I live by. Nothing. We can do what we want, fellas. We're the fucking Red Pill Mafia. Warriors, assassins, and some of the best men on the planet. Not bound by the laws of the Matrix. But what we are as men, as a content of our character that can never be appreciated by any woman. They'll never appreciate us, and I'm happy they don't. Rambo told me, live for nothing, die for something. That's what I'm doing. Japan and the beautiful thing, support these guys. I support. Go to the MGTOW forums. I don't know if you can get on. Start your own. You see me going, you guys do your own videos. Snowwolf does a video, I support him. Shooter does videos, I support him. Dimitri does videos, I support him. Metalon, you guys do your videos, bro. You got my support. I don't have a lot, but we're fucking family. And that's how I see you guys. And it's very rare for me to see. Most people see us as divided. Men always see us as black man, white man, Asian man, Nordic man, Scandinavian man, Australian man, Siberian. We're men. Period. We all like good action movies, meet occasionally, and doing what the fuck we want to do. They can't take us out, bro. They're scared. We got them running. We have to be the last beacon for when the other people come behind us. I don't want to be remembered as the generation of men that was dickless and gutless and ruled by feminism and woman. I don't want to be remembered like that. My father stood for too much. Your father stood for too much. Your father's father stood for too much. And all that shit is crumbling. But you have to understand, what we're embarking on as we go forward is one of the most radical things that has ever happened. Good men are tired of this shit. We're tired of getting our names drugged through the fucking ground and the gravel and seeing commercials where women are worshipped every 5 seconds and they tell us men ain't shit. How many commercials do you see where guys act the absolute fool of themselves? It's embarrassing, bro. Or like these little, remember the commercial I showed you with I don't know, Mr. Full House? See how weak they are? That would have never happened 20 years ago, and I damn well know what happened 50 years ago. You think John Wayne would have been a pussy like these guys? Clint Eastwood? What happened to movies like that? They're gone. And you have to understand too, guys, movies a lot of times reflect society as a whole. That's why a lot of crap that in the 70s couldn't be passed on now. I was watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre last night. Fucking Leatherface. I love Leatherface, by the way. We're the last. It really. And the word is spreading. Everybody do a video. Do your own videos. We support each other. This thing will spread like you wouldn't believe. Colorado wildfires. I mean, sorry, I don't mean to say that, but it would. If all of us did our own videos and we supported each other. Because the one thing a female can't mess with is the brotherhood of men. If you have a bunch of good men sticking together, you can't do anything. It's like fucking a titanium laced shield that cannot be broken. If men had some honor, that's why I love that song by Hatebreed. Honor never dies. It doesn't. It's an outdated concept that people have forgotten. Loyalty, honor, respect, something that we all have, Mafia, that the world has a lack of. That's why they'll never understand this. Don't let them sham you. Don't let them talk shit about you. Fucking warriors. And I haven't told you in a while, but all of you, warriors. Remember that. If the Dark Loner goes today, you remember that. So, like I said, much love to the Japanese herbivores. It's beautiful. They're putting a dent in the government. I wish we can do something like that to put a dent in this American government that totally wants to destroy us and turn us into eunuchs. You guys remember, I'll give you a perfect example where I see society almost going. You remember a movie called Demolition Man? Do you remember how society was in that movie? Where all the men were pansies and you couldn't swear and you couldn't eat meat. And Stallone was like, "Are you shitting me? John Spartan, you've been fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal morality statute." I mean, we're almost going there. And all the real men lived underground. That's where we're going. And sorry, I like to eat meat and steak. I'll be living underground. Eating rat burgers. Mafia, we're warriors. Remember that. They will never take us out. We'll never fucking die. We multiply and we multiply. And you're seeing it. So, much love to MGTOW. Much love to my boy Bill from TFL. Much love to all the family members. I am the one and only Dark Loner, aka Whispered, formerly known as Fist of the North Star, the true living legend. I will see you on the dark side. Peace.